Minor Adjustments Program mission statement. And then we'll go into our lesson for today. Page 5. We're going to start on page 5. It says minor adjustments is dedicated to preventing and reducing crime. Our primary purpose is to teach men and women how to make the minor adjustments that are necessary for their lives, which will allow them to obtain and maintain a productive lifestyle after incarceration and or rehabilitation. Our motto is, everybody say anywhere, but backwards. Say to attain my sobriety is easy. Our challenge is to maintain it. To attain our sobriety is easy. Our challenge is to maintain it. Because to come into the possession of something, that means we have obtained it. So if we already have obtained our sobriety, we do not have to go obtain it again next year. We already got it. Absolutely. We already have our sobriety. Our challenge is maintaining it. That means to maintain something means to keep something in existence. Whatever your strategy is, whatever your foundation is, that's what you use to keep it in existence. You can't go by what this person used, what that person used. You got to find out what's my foundation. However, we don't have to worry about it because we know we're going anywhere but backwards. So I told y'all we've been here since Friday, Saturday, and today is Sunday. If you guys didn't get anything, y'all must know what? Anywhere but backwards. I'm so passionate about that I gave you a shirt with it. I made sure you look at it, and if you get that part right, you're going to be in a very good position. So now let's shift over to that handout I gave you guys. Now right here is going to, you're going to hear me break down a scripture and how I use it in my own personal life, okay? So in Philippians 3:13 and 14, it says, brethren, I do not count myself to have apprehended it. But one thing I do is forgetting what? Everybody should be reading the same thing. It says, brethren, I do not count myself to have apprehended it. But one thing I do is forgetting what? Those things which behind. So he's letting us know your past cannot hold you. You just got to forget about it. So he says, I'm forgetting those things which are behind, and I'm reaching forward. Y'all see that? I'm reaching forward to those things which are what? You see that? So he says, forget your past. Everybody say, I'm reaching. So he says, I'm reaching forward to those things which are ahead. And then he says, I press towards the goal for what? So I told y'all I ain't about that participation stuff. He says, no, I'm going for the prize. I tell my grandkids, no, go for the prize. You need to win. Everybody say, I must win. In order for you to be able to win in the area of your recovery, you have to lock in not going backwards. Everybody say anywhere. But backwards. So the scripture says he's pressing towards a goal. Remember in the book, the question is, do you have a goal? If you have a goal, now you know I got to press towards the goal, but I'm not pressing towards the goal for nothing. I'm pressing towards the goal because I want the prize. I don't know about y'all, but for 22 years of my life, struggling with crack cocaine and heroin, I destroyed my relationship with my wife. But the goal was to get the prize back. And you see my wife with me today because I had a goal, but I also I wanted the prize. I knew that I had destroyed something, but I said, wait, in order for me to get the prize back, I can't go back. Everybody say anywhere. But backwards. So notice in these two scriptures, pay attention to them. Watch how many times he referenced your past, something dealing with our past, to something going forward or reaching. Let's go back and read it again. It says, brethren, I do not count myself to have apprehended it. To apprehend means you arrive whenever. This is so good. Whenever you feel like in your recovery walk, you arrive, you are in a dangerous situation. Whenever, because most of us who have suffered the relapse got to the place where we felt like we had it. That's the bad place to be in. So he says, brethren, I do not count myself to have apprehended it, meaning I haven't arrived. But one thing I do is forgetting those things which are behind, and I'm reaching. Pay attention to the verbiage. The first one, he says, I'm reaching. Everybody say, I'm reaching. He said, then after he said he reaching, he said what? See, pay attention to the verbiage. He's reaching forward. Keep reading to those things which are what? So all these things, and he didn't stop. And then he says, I what? Y'all notice the language? He says something about his past how many times? But look at all the language he pointed towards going up, going forward, reaching. This is such a powerful scripture right here. This is what I associated with going anywhere but backwards. Because every time I read it and I plant it into my head, I understand that if I just keep reaching, everybody say I'm reaching. Say I'm going ahead. Say I'm pressing towards. And say I'm going upward. All of those things are situations where we have to be in the area of recovery. That's why all weekend, when we was talking about minor adjustments, I used the example about the rules that they have in the program. Let me show you a good example. When the staff came and said, I need all of y'all to give me this, I need y'all to do this, right? Anybody who fights against that, right, actually don't understand the situation you're in. The obedience to the rules is not to hurt you. The obedience to the rules is showing that you have grown in the area of your recovery, because they're not trying to hurt you. They're just trying to get you to follow the rules. Well, right here, it says God will never use a person until the person has closed the account on what? Once the past is closed, God brings the person into the position of going where? So let me give you an example. When everybody say my past is closed. So you won't actually be able to be used to go to something forward until you close the account on your past. In the bank, I went to the bank one day. I was going to close this account. I went to the bank teller and I said, listen, I'm closing this account because I didn't tell her this, but because I had another bank I wanted to open up an account, but I had to go to this bank. I said, I want to close my account. Watch this. There's a few things that happen when you go to a teller and you tell them you want to close your account. The first thing they want to know is why you want to close it, right? They want to know why you want to close it. Whenever you go through all that, why you want to close it, you're still saying, I want to close my account. Then they do one of the things that you're going to learn about your recovery. They make a withdrawal of everything you have in their bank. And they give you everything that you have in your account. I'm telling you that is because you have already withdrawn everything that you could possibly get out of your past lifestyle. You must close the account. Everybody say my past is closed. It's nothing else in your past lifestyle that's actually going to help you unless you learn. Remember, I told you that your issues and your problems have to, your issues and problems have to become your what? Mentors. Your past, when you go back to your past or think about your past, you only need to go back to your past to think about what not to do. So don't let it hold you, okay? So everybody say my past is closed. So now I'm going to give you about 10 things, and then we're going to have the graduation. These 10 things came from a book. I think you should write this book down and go buy this book. The book is called Never Go Back by Dr. Henry Cloud. The title of the book is Never Go Back. Y'all know I like that book when I saw it, right? I'm going to show you a cover of it. This is the cover of the book. It said Dr. Henry Cloud. I recommend you use your money to buy the book. It's called Never Go Back. So what I'm going to give you, these next 10 or 11 things, these are all from the book, Dr. Henry Cloud's book called Never Go Back. Okay? The first one, y'all looking on the paper. The first one is never again return to what? Never again return to what hasn't worked. If you go back to your past, you know it hasn't worked. So there's no need for us to constantly keep going backwards to our past. Whatever was going on in our past, it just didn't work. That's a minor adjustments that you have to put in your membrane. You have to meditate on it. Like that didn't work. So we went over all these last couple of days how to those who want to tell the truth, who tried to switch drugs. Like you used to do one thing, you said, you know what, I'm not really good at this one, I'm going to do this one. Right? We switched. But watch this, never again return to what? It don't work. All those things that we try, they are things that actually don't work. And these are things that we've been pouring into you this weekend to try to get you to see these things. The next one is never do anything that requires you to be someone you're not. When we're doing the substance, alcohol, and everything we're doing, we get called names. But they're calling us these names is because we're doing something that we're actually not. We're doing something, so if we're going to be called these names, you notice they don't call a school teacher a bus driver. They call the school teacher the school teacher. Because the school teacher is doing what she's doing. So the people don't call you something you're not unless you're doing something that they see you doing. So they're associated with what you're doing. So if that's the case, I haven't had anybody recently for the 15 years or 16 years that I've been free, I have had no one come up to me and say, you're a crackhead. No, I haven't. But when I was actually doing it, they were mentioning it. But remember, never do anything that requires you to be someone you're not. You are not. My wife's favorite color is green. She's not green from my eyes. I mean, I wear glasses, but she's not green. That's just something she likes, right? But you can't focus on other individuals. Next one, I'm glad I said that. Never again try to do what? You know why this is important? It's because our loved ones outside of here, remember I told you about the gentleman who got mad at his sister who don't want him to come to her house no anymore. You can't change another person. So whatever the people on the outside feel or however you think they should feel, you don't have to worry about. I don't know if y'all remember my wife said all the times that I've been in rehab, I will come home and try to tell her I was different. Do you know what changed when I came home the last time? What I didn't do? Come on, y'all. I showed her I was different. So this is not just me. You don't have to change other individuals. All you need to do is have the evidence. Everybody say, I have the evidence. All you need to do is provide the evidence that you are no longer doing what you used to do, and you can only provide evidence if you don't go where? Come on. Never try to change another person. When my wife and I go around and be able to teach minor adjustments program, no matter how many times we teach it, we don't come try to change individuals, right? We come to try to motivate individuals. But remember, I told you motivation only gets you started. It's your dedication that keeps you going. Because you can have facilitator after facilitator all around this facility teaching you all types of stuff. That's all good. But I'm motivated and dedicated to teach you, right? But you have to be dedicated to your recovery process. When I'm telling you, I guarantee you this is in every area of your life. It's not just a substance related issue. Watch this. Whenever you get fed up about something, you will change it. When I don't care what it is, whenever you get tired of something, if you get tired of your hairstyle, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna be like, I don't care what you say my hair look like. I'm tired of it. I'm changing it. Right? Whenever you get tired of something, you'll change it. What's the next one? Never again believe that you can please who? All these things is in the book, Never Go Back. He says, if you try to please everybody, you can paint this building blue. You're going to have somebody come in and say, I think it should be red. In your recovery walk, you're not going to be able to please everybody. That's why we teach individuals to find out what you're supposed to do, carry out that particular assignment. You're not going to be able to please everybody because you're only one individual. So you won't be able to please everybody, okay? Now, never again, this is good, never again choose short-term comfort over long-term benefit. Short-term, never again, everybody say short-term comfort over long-term benefit. See, short-term comfort, watch this, whenever we're faced with difficulties, if you remember, I told you that as soon as you're about to go into something, you're going to face discouragement or you're going to have some other things that you're faced with, right? But short-term comfort is you're dealing with something and you go use a substance or drink some alcohol to deal with the situation, right, that you're dealing with right now. But watch this, everybody in this room knows this. After you come down off of what you took the substance for to try to avoid, what's still there? I'm telling you, the problem, short-term comfort is, let me do this to try to get out of or try to relieve or take something away from what I'm dealing with, right? But you can't worry about that right now. Short-term comfort, long-term benefit is the process of maintaining where you are, right? You maintaining it. So your long-term benefit is what you should be after. Whatever your long-term benefit is, that's what you should go after. Never again choose short-term comfort over long-term benefit. Short-term comfort will be here one moment, next thing is gone. You'll feel however you feel at that moment, next thing is something else. So let's look at the next one. Never again trust someone or something with flaws. That's in all of us. Right? People always say, well, is that included you? I said, you're absolutely right. Trust the God in me. Don't trust everything that I have to do. All of us are flawed individuals. What happens when you have a bad day? Right? So you got to understand the person that encourages you the most should be yourself. And you should be the dictator of what you're going to do and not do. And what we tend to do as overall in groups is if we have a bad situation over here with this particular person, so we automatically make everybody in that group bad. Because they had a flawed individual or they fell into something and you automatically associate them with being bad. Next, never again take your eyes off what? Big picture. So being as though we teach multiple pathways of recovery, the big picture is you never going back to where you came out of. So no matter what, the big picture, never take your eyes off the big picture. The big picture of you being free from anything that you used to struggle with is the ultimate goal. That's the big picture. So you can't take your eyes off the big picture. And remember, in Philippians 3:14, it says, I press towards the goal for the prize of the upward call of God in Christ Jesus. He says, I press towards the goal. I'm pressing, I'm pressing, I'm pressing. Everybody say, I'm pressing. And remember, it's about the prize. If you got your eyes on the big picture, the ultimate prize is, I don't know how many of you want to get into the area of recovery and give back to individuals who came out of the same thing you go to. Anybody in here want to be recovery coaches and all that? You? I knew you wanted to be a coach. Okay, that's good. It's very easy. I got to be honest with you. It's very easy to be able to get into it, and you should be able to get into it because it's priceless to be able to help one individual, and then you see them succeed. Oh, it's priceless. We at my particular job as the drug and alcohol counselor and recovery coach, we have graduations for individuals who have been successful, and we be laughing because I be like, look how many people on my caseload have become recovery coaches. Because I keep pushing on. He said, they be like, yeah, because you tell them it's easy to get into it. I said, it is easy. They already have the experience. Y'all already have the experience. Why not use it to go back and actually get paid for it? I told you, I can't believe. Sometimes you might be thinking that certain situations might stop you from getting a job. Let me read something real quick. Let me show you something. This is I was thinking about because I had extensive criminal history, right? And and I'm talking about never take your eyes off the big picture. I had an extensive criminal history, and in order to get my certification, I had to send this paperwork into the cert board and get all this stuff approved before they gave me certain licenses to be able to do what I do for my career. And they sent me a letter back saying, wait a minute, we need to know about this crime, this crime, this crime, this crime, and this crime. I said, oh man, I got real discouraged. Remember I told y'all in that lesson, everybody say I must have endurance. Remember I told you, right before you go into something, some apparent failure or discouragement going to come. Because I automatically was like, dang, when they sent this letter back saying they need to know about these crimes, I automatically got discouraged and said, this stuff ain't going to work. So I went to the police station and I told the police station and I showed them this letter. I said, this is the cert board for New Jersey State, and they asking for these documentations for these crimes that I committed in whatever year. And they went back in there and they was looking. They said, let us see it again. They went back in there and they was looking. They came back and they said, we don't have this. Now check the stupid me out. No, I did commit them crimes. I said, no, I did it on such and such street. Yeah, these crimes that I'm showing you, no, I really did this. So they came back and they says, we don't have it. And you notice where I pulled this out of, right? My wallet. I keep it with me. Now I'm talking about never take your eyes off the big picture. I know what I'm talking about. Listen to me. It says, to whom it may concern, we are in a receipt of this letter of record of your request for these records. These cases that involve Mr. Michael Williams Jr. under case number such. It says, unfortunately, those records were purged. No, y'all not getting it. Okay. It says those records are purged, and we are currently unable to retrieve any of those cases. Oh, listen, man. If you don't clap for me, I'm clapping. You should be clapping for yourself. They said we don't have them. Watch this. It says any cases from pre-2010. That's exactly when I changed my life. Listen to me. Never take your eyes off the big picture. And a lot of people say, yeah, I know people who have their records expunged when they apply for it. I said, but how many do you know that didn't submit to have it expunged and have it wiped out? But I'm telling you, they will wipe it out, but you can't, everybody say the big picture. If your big picture is to help other individuals' lives, my passion, my joy is to come to programs, go to prisons to help other individuals. So if that's my passion and that's my big picture, nothing is going to stop me from doing it, even if I got to come from New Jersey to Richmond, Virginia. My passion is to try to inspire you not to go back. Everybody say never. Take your eyes off the big picture. he said, you said you're not enthusiastic. I love everything that we do. But this day, with my wife and I, when we get to this day, because we build these relationships with you guys, we know we gotta go, and it's a cherry moment. For real. Because it's you have everybody say my growth is an emergency. You cannot go back. You can't go back. Listen to me. We're losing in the sense of the people we are been able to pour into, they going to try one more time. You don't have it. You don't have another time. You have to take from this. This is why, remember, I told y'all to write y'all names in that book. And I also told y'all to write a date. And I want y'all to have the date is because I want you to have that date, November 21st, 2025. I want you to mark it and say, I already was thinking about never going back, but as of this day, I became fully committed to never going back. I want you to have a marker. Put it in your wallet like me. I keep that in my wallet. Some people say, why you always got that in your wallet? I said, just in case I get pulled over. They say, don't you have a charge? Nope. Here is the sheriff's letter. No, I don't have that charge. I don't know where that charge went. That's your business. You find it. I don't need it. Never again take your eyes off the big picture. Next, never again neglect to do what? Your due diligence is in your recovery walk, you have to find out if you do smart recovery, if you do NA, if you do faith-based, that's all good. Whatever one you in, that's great. But if you don't do your due diligence and find out or get down to the core of why you will put substance in you that can possibly kill you, you need to do your due diligence. Nobody, absolutely nobody, if somebody was building a house, before they build the house, they would do a lot of things before the house go up. They would get inspections. They would have to get certain things done. They would have to contact the city. They would have to do their due diligence. This is the same thing you have to do in your area of recovery. All right? All right. Never again fail to ask why you are what? 3 things to maximize your purpose. I told you, what's my present situation? What's my desired destination? What's the third one? What's the third one? Huh? What do you have to do to get there? So you got to remember, never fail to ask why you are where you are. So if you're here, you need to ask yourself why you here, right? And never think, that you ain't in this group because you ain't do the substance that the guy next to you did. Because if you pay attention, I told you we have different race, different hairstyles, different ages. It doesn't matter. I call the monster doesn't care. The monster just wants to kill you, destroy you and your family. And if you don't ask the question of why am I actually here? I had a couple of my clients, they was just having a really bad day and they was just going off in group. They was just all just putty gutting. They was just complaining and complaining and complaining. And I said, do you know that my director did not go up to the top floor and look out the window and says, bring her here, bring him here, get him here, get her here. I said, we didn't pick you to come to the program. We picked you because you had a situation that we can possibly help you with your situation. But you have to ask yourself, why am I here? All right? Y'all got to get that part. Find out why you're here and find out what your big picture is. If you want to be recovery coaches, and even if you don't, if you want to pour back into an individual's life in another way, write books or do whatever, you have to find out what the big picture is, and you just have to ask yourself, okay, while I'm here, what do I need to work on? Because this is your stage of development, all right? And now, never again forget that your inner life determines what? So your inner life, remember one of the bullets was, what have you worked on in here? And I said, the in here is in the McShin Foundation or internally. Because my counselor, I'm just like my counselor that I had. He used to say, man, you's a dressed up trash can, Mike. You going home this week? I said, yeah, I'm going home. He said, man, you was a dressed up trash. I said, Dad, what kind of counseling is this? He says, you came to this program, ain't work on nothing, but physically you look good. You look good, Mike, but you're just a trash can dressed up. And you know what he was telling? The truth. Because all through the programs, I would just run around, mess with people, do all this. And a lot of times people don't know, right? The process of the big picture and everything. I remember I left my wife for another woman. You ain't had to say all that. But anyway, I was in rehab, met a girl in rehab, text my wife, because I knew not to go see her face to face. I text her and said, I'm leaving you. She said, so you're going to leave me for the girl you met in the program. Not only did I say that, I told her, yeah, God told me. I lied on him. She said, so hold on. So you're leaving me for the woman you met in the facility. Yeah. And not only are you leaving me, God told you? So she said, wait, so I stuck it out with you for 15 rehabs, and now you smelling yourself, and you think you look cute. You feeling yourself, so you thinking, oh yeah, I got this girl. And she says, but watch this. I'm telling y'all that is because when you have a big picture, where you have an assignment, people still ask me today, how did y'all get back together to do what you're doing? It was a big picture. It wasn't about me or her. It was about us one day coming here to talk to you. You got to remember, all those things that we share, I'm telling you, no matter how your relationships might have been destroyed, some of us destroyed some real good relationships. Oh, I know I ain't the only one. Real good relationships, we destroyed them. But you got to remember, so I think that's one of the things I say all the time. I say, it's nothing that is in my power that my wife can't have. If I can get it, I sold her jewelry while she used to have another ring. And when I was on crack, she would hide the ring. I said, Dad, because I was looking for it. So one day, I said, I know what I'm going to do. I said, I'm going to play sleep. So she came home. I act like I was asleep. And I seemed to hide it on top of this thing she used to have. And I said, there you go. Look, he think it's funny. But anyway. Yeah. Hey, but watch this. I'm trying to help you. I'm talking about never forget that your inner light determines your outer success. So I take her ring and I sold the ring, right? For drugs, it shattered that woman. It shattered her. The reason why it shattered her is because I didn't have money and I didn't have a high-paying job at the time. So when I saw the ring in the jewelry store, I used to go to the jewelry store and say, I want to put $5 on that ring. I would come in, when I had $20, put $20. So I walked the ring down to buy the ring. $5, $10. And when she found that out, the jewelry store said, do you know that he came in here and gave me $3 one day? So the way that I obtained the ring for her, it meant so much to her. But then years later, when my inner life changed, my outer life started showing up, fruits. I eventually got another ring. First, I didn't get the ring. I actually sent her a picture. No, I gave her picture in the card. I had brought up a birthday card or something, and I put a picture of the ring in the card. And I said, I'm going to get you this ring right here. Remember I told you, everybody say always. Visualize vertically. I told her, I'm going to get you this ring right here. Now, the ring was very expensive, and I didn't know how I was going to get it. So I said, but I'm going to give it to you. So long story short, I eventually got the ring. I take it to the jewelry store. We in the jewelry store. We looking at jewelry at the mall. And I told the lady, I said, how can I really like get to the ring? She told me an idea. I said, that's a good one. So we looking in the rings. She looked in there. I said, try that on. She was like, whoa. What you said? You said, whoa, I can't try that on or something. Yeah, she said, no, I can't get that ring. That's too much money. I said, nah, try that ring on right there. She tried it on, and the lady was like, it's yours. I'm listen to me. She tried it on and she said it's yours. What am I saying? I'm trying to show you this. When never forget your inner life determines your outer success. So whatever's going on inside of you, if you want to do certain things for individuals and that's what's inside of you, it will determine what will come on the outside of you. So you have to take care of what's going on internally. When you're in this particular facility, you can't listen. Andrew said it best when he said about the alumni, this is not places, everybody say everything is important. Every time you have here, all the time and groups and everything you have here, everything is important. And lastly, I want to read this scripture right here. It says in Exodus chapter 14, verse 15, it says, and the Lord said to Moses, why do you cry to me? Tell my people to go. So Moses is like the McShin Foundation organization. They have one assignment, and that's to tell you to go forward. Everything that Moses was crying about the people, he says, God told Moses, I don't want to hear none of that complaints. All I need you to tell the people to go what? Everybody say anywhere. But backwards. So the assignment, my wife and I came here this weekend, we only had one assignment. And it was tell y'all to go forward and don't go backwards. If y'all didn't get anything out of everything that we went over this last 3 days, we know without a doubt that we definitely told y'all not to go where. Come on, man. Now with that, we're going to call people up to receive their certificates. You're going to come up. I actually need all of you guys and ladies and gentlemen. I need to actually celebrate each individual. When they come up, their names is called. You're going to come up. We're going to give you a certificate. We have a bracelet. The bracelet says anywhere but backwards. So you got a t-shirt, you got a bracelet. And again, we want y'all to celebrate each other is because when you're celebrating each other, you're celebrating everything that we're doing for you guys, okay? We can use this. Come on, I need you.
Big deal is nothing like completing something, right? You heard my husband say he didn't finish school. He waited until he was 48 years. 48 years. 48 years old. And he went back and completed. So it's nothing like completing. Oh, can that go up a little louder? I love the pomps and circumstance music. All right? So I'm going to call your name. We're going to root for each other. All righty? First one, Miss Samantha Smith. Great job, Samantha.
Everybody say anywhere.
Anywhere.
But backwards.
But backwards.
Samantha, come over. After you get your stuff, y'all can sit down and then y'all gonna all come back and we're gonna take a group picture, all right?
These are my girls. It's Sarah Curly. Come on, Diva.
Anywhere but backwards. Thank you.
All right. Miss Desiree Wade. Let's go, Desiree.
That's it.
Got to finish that book, girl.
Anywhere but backward. I gotta look.
All right. Holly McCloud. Come on, Holly.
Anywhere but backward.
I love the girl. This my girl. I've been messing with her all weekend, and she stuck it out even though she wasn't feeling well. Miss Donna Faithful Donna.
Good
Good
job.
job, Mama.
Anywhere but
Good
backward.
job, baby.
Thank you so much.
All right, on to guys. Mr. Michael Conley.
Mike.
Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hump day.
Anywhere but backward.
Mr. Timothy Ricks. Come on, Tim. You can pay attention.
Yeah.
Yes, you can pay
Anywhere
attention.
but backward.
Mr. John Short.
My man.
Yes, of course.
Anywhere but backward. So what? God bless you.
Oh, this nasty. Mr. Paul Clatterbuck.
Paul with a C. Paul with a C.
That last name was
I
something.
love you, man. Anywhere but backward.
Mr. Ryan Harefield. Ryan paying attention too.
Yeah, you have.
Ryan, you can pay attention too. I was watching you. There you go. That's right. Flip that
Anywhere
back.
but backward, man. I love you, man.
Mr. Melvin Palmer.
All of them.
Go, Melvin. You give me hugs. I know I'm behind here, but I like hugs.
Anywhere but backward. I love you, brother.
I know that's right. Mr. William Madison.
I might. Oh, man.
Mr. David Oseki.
Come on, Dave.
I ain't even practiced that last name. I got it.
Anywhere but backward, man. I love you, brother.
Mr. Tyler Green.
All of them. I love you, man.
All right. Mr. Demetrius Rios.
Hey, yo, Father Wilkins. I can see your eyes, man. I see you, man. He promised me that. He said, I guarantee you I will be.
All right.
Woo! No. No, don't do Stephen. This is Andrew.
So we have Mr. Clyde. Let me call him. What's his last name?
This one is with
Mr. Clyde. You been here all weekend? Huh? Clyde.
Get up, man. Come on around,
Here all
man.
weekend?
Let me give you something. I'm going to give you something, man.
You showed up all weekend. That's all right. We thank you for coming. Yes.
Anywhere but back.
Yes. Now we have someone that heard all the ruckus on Friday night and popped up on his own.
On his own free
On his
time.
own. Being nosy, said, I want to know what this is about.
Somebody here get downstairs.
Yeah, he said my husband had a big mouth. So, Mr. Andrew McKenzie! think I remember this, Nick. So every time we do a class, we're paying attention the whole 8 weeks, the whole weekend, whichever, however we're doing it. And I like to see people pull from my husband, like be in tune, ask questions, speak with him afterwards. Because there's someone that sat in those very seats. So I'm paying attention to see who, and quite a few people was pulling, right? But we prayed about it this morning, and this one guy asked a question, and he was having a discussion with my husband. So, Mr. Paul Clatterback, am I saying it right? Clatterback, this is your shifting season. These are some of the books that my husband wrote. I'm very proud of him. How do you go from not having a high school diploma to being an 11-time published author, right? This it's an accomplishment. So this one right here, um, purpose is more than important. It is more important than anything. Don't allow what you used to like to define you. And we say what you used to like because that's why my husband said my favorite color is green. I love the color green, any type of green, dark green, light green, olive green, bright green, fluorescent green. If it's green, I like it. But I'm not green. And a lot of time when we're struggling with things, people identify us with the things that we like, what we like to do, right? You like to drink, they call you alky, wine, or whatever. You like to get high, they call you crackhead, dope fiend, whatever, right? That's not who you are. One thing that's true is your purpose is greater than your struggles, which you were created. And all of us were created for something, something. And I didn't get a chance to do my demonstration, but I'm going to do it right now, right here. Someone got tired of sitting on the floor, so they created a stool, right? Now, this stool is for what? Sitting. If you come to my house, I got plants everywhere. So if I run out of little tables, I got a little stool and I set my plant on it. So now it's a plant stand. Absolutely. Sometimes my husband sits in the recliner to eat and he grabs the stool and he put it in front of him, puts his plate on it. So now it's a table, little tray table, right? I'm short. I got on heels, but I'm a shorty, right? And I need to get stuff on the top of my closet because my closet is packed. So I'll stand on top of this stool. So now I can come up or a little ladder so I can elevate me, right? One of my struggles was fighting. So back in the day, if you got on my nerves and you made me wrong and you came at me, I would take this stool and bust you upside the head. So now it has become a weapon. Now, I have used this stool for everything except for what the Creator created it to be used for. That's what we do. The Creator created us with a purpose in mind, each and every one of us. Don't let life tell you that you are worthless. You are created for something. What we do is we use our lives for other things that wasn't our purpose. And that's why I say your purpose is greater than your struggle. Remember that. So, Mr. Timothy, come get your book. And this last book, I'm gonna let my husband give that out.
I got a few other things I'm gonna hand out too, but this particular book right here, I was at home and I made the certificates y'all have. I used my time. One thing you can never get back in life, no matter if you're a bum or a billionaire, is time. I used my time to make all your certificates myself. But while I was making the certificates, a particular person certificate just kept getting messed up. I made one, paper came out, it was messed up. I tried to do it again, it messed up again. I tried to do it again and it messed up again. And then I tried again, it just put all ink all over it. So I'm sitting there and I'm a faith-based individual. And God planted in my spirit to tell you, Mr. Tyler, that no matter how many times you mess up, you just keep doing it until you get it right. And with that, I'm going to give you this book. And the book that I wrote is called I'm a Giant Killer.
You are giant.
And these here are little things.
I want to give this one myself.
Go ahead.
Because he sat in that corner and
Who?
he hooted and hollered right here. Sometimes he say raise your hand, he put two hands up. And I love this energy. And I know Tyler got the book, but I want you to know that it's for you too. You are a giant killer. Amen.
All my ladies back there, I want to thank y'all because even though you guys think we're pouring into you, we learn stuff from you as well, and we learn how to deal with individuals who might be dealing with things, how to be patient with individuals, how to understand individuals' perspective. So the ladies, I want to give you this bracelet. This is an extra bracelet, and it says I'm a giant killer. So I want Miss Desiree. And I want to say thank you for your patience with us and allowing us to be able to do what we do.
Well, thank you. I just feel. And I want to say about the ladies, women, no matter what our struggles are, we all in the same building, but women have it twice as hard. Because we're receivers and we carry things. So I want my ladies to know that you are strong. We got to fight against the world with a lot of stuff. So we just want to show extra love to those ladies. You are strong. And the Bible tells us that, the women are more delicate. Delicate doesn't, because we're not as strong physically as you, but we are mentally. And we got that heart, right? But sometimes we're not allowed to be treated delicate, meaning more valuable and with such care, because we got to be in this world and be a little stronger. So I just want to encourage you guys to keep going. Keep going. You got it. You got it. Just like the men, we got it. And I always like this little joke. I say in the beginning, God made men. Then he looked at him and said, this joke would need help. So he made woman.
And at this time, we would like any of y'all, if y'all have anything y'all would like to say to us, again, we need to hear things from how we have poured in you. So anybody who would like to stand up one at a time and share anything that y'all would like to let us know, you're welcome to do that now.
Anybody got anything they want to say?
Yeah.
Oh.
I took a lot of this weekend. I'm grateful for everything you do. Hopefully, man, really see you in the future, man. You sit back and sit and laugh about this shit.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Anybody else?
I just want to say that I was very good, man. Sorry, I'm not going to build up on that. Oh, my God. Here we go, man. You don't get enough time to rest already. But, man, you nailed it. You brought it home. I've been around many times. I think I've been taught everything but how to fight, man. I thank y'all. Love you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Me too.
I learned a lot from y'all. And I thank y'all for coming this long ways for to teach us this. I ain't never taken nothing serious in our class, but y'all class was real serious. And I thank y'all.
Thank you, man.
I'm
grateful y'all came too, and I'm grateful you spoke about, my higher power, Jesus Christ. I like to hear that. And your testimony, that's why I sat in the back corner over there and laughed. That's
Yeah.
why I had two hands up. Because I have a woman at home that's waiting on me and has hope that I've done. I can relate to both of y'all.
Yeah.
And the rings and the things. And I'm just grateful y'all are here and y'all came.
Yeah.
And I love your ministry.
I love you too,
I
man.
love Jesus Christ.
And you had two hands up there. Make sure you grab one of these.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. Next time.
Anybody else? Come on. He said I was loud. He said I was loud. Like, he heard me downstairs.
Yeah, thank y'all. A lot of love and welcome you again. Of course, I learned a lot. When I was brought to tears yesterday during the reading of that letter to Jimmy, but I mean, just very heartfelt. Just want to say thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I was only here for a few days. I really got a lot out of it. And I enjoyed your company.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's okay,
Y'all good?
Vic. Everybody. Oh, my baby. Hey, girl.
So I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming out, y'all. It really does mean a lot. And just thank you for coming all the way out here and just pouring into us. Thank you for giving us your time. We appreciate what you do for us. It does mean a lot, giving us your time. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you. Thank you.
With that, we're gonna everybody's done. With that, we're gonna play a song that I want to play, and we're gonna end out on this song. Then after the song's over, we're gonna come up here and take a
Group photo.
group photo so we can send it to Jesse. Let's see.
14, 18, I think. 14, 18 seconds.
Everybody can stand, please. You're gonna hear the words. Y'all gonna know the words. Just follow the words on the screen. Y'all get it? Follow the words. I won't go back. I won't go back. I won't go back. Anybody go back? Never going back. Never going back.
Hey,
Never going back. Never going back. Never going back to the way it was.
you have to believe these words. Sometimes your mind and your body got to hear you saying this stuff out your own mouth. When it gets hard, when you're feeling discouraged, say,
Anyway.
I'm not going back. I'm not going back. No matter what comes to me, tell it. I'm not going back.
Never going back.
Got to hear yourself saying, hallelujah. Victor,
Yeah, not up on stage. I'm sorry.